Om Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to another Yoga Small Talk, and we continue with 7 minutes Bhagavad Gita a day. And we just finished reading verse 39 of chapter 2, in which Lord Krishna told Arjuna, now we are going to something new. So far we discussed the yoga of wisdom. Now we discuss the yoga of action. And the beautiful, beautiful summary of the yoga of action is given in verse 40. In this there is no loss of effort, nor is there any harm, production of contrary result or transgression. Even a little bit of this knowledge, even a little practice of this yoga protects one from great fear. And Swami Shivananda explains, if a religious ceremony is left uncompleted, it is a wastage, as the performer cannot realize the fruit. But it is not so in the case of karma yoga, because every action causes immediate purification of the heart. And this is very, very, very crucial for understanding. So here this is given in the context of the Vedic society, where people were doing a lot of rituals to gain a particular result. A ritual for gaining progeny, sons and daughters, a ritual for gaining money, for gaining a spouse, a wife, husband, a ritual for getting a new house, a ritual for the success of the crop, a ritual for a success in war, whatever they wanted, a ritual. But the ritual has to be done in a very, very, very particular way. And if it's not done properly, or if it's not completed, then the fruit will not be won, and actually there can be opposite consequences. A ceremony gone wrong can bring a lot of trouble. So this is in the context of the Vedic society, and the instruction is, do the things because you have to do them. You have your obligation, you have your duty, do them because this is the dharma, this is the righteous way of living, and let God take care of what you really need. And for us in this context, we say, many times we run after so many things and we try so hard, and this will also be explained later, and if we don't do it perfectly or the right ways, the end result is not begotten and we feel like we are left with nothing. But when we do things because this is the right thing to do, this is fulfilling our purpose in life, this is the dharma, this is righteousness, this is the appropriate thing to do, then we instantly get purification of the heart, there is benefit, and God will send us what we need to receive. And you can already see that this is not a very simple practice. It's actually a very hard one, because our minds are like hardwired to get a result. Yeah, I'm doing something, I want a result for myself, I need to be dedicated for following this object, and then I'll do and I'll get the result. So to do this shift in our mind, where we are no longer thinking, I'm chasing this, is very difficult. We already need to have a lot of discrimination. We already need to understand that those things we are chasing will not really give us what we want, and will not really stay with us, and sometimes they will even give us the opposite. They will give us a lot of sorrow. We'll start with something nice, and then something else will come, and this is a very, very high level of realization. So we start with giving. volunteering, serving, going to ashrams, doing some selfless service, not getting a salary. So these are the practices that we do. We can also do it outside. We can volunteer, we can help people, we can do some service. But this is what we do outside. But then we need to work on the attitude, on our mental attitude. Are we still in the desire for fruit attitude, or are we slowly starting to understand that we are doing things because this is the right thing to be done, this is the dharma, this is our position in life, but we do not expect any particular fruit, and we say, I'm following the will of God, following the dictates of the scripture, or following dharma, I'm doing that which is right, I'm living an honest, proper, kind life, and God will bring me what needs to come. But we're still very, very much doing. And through this doing, Swami Shivananda tells us, when we have this attitude of doing because this is the right thing to do, our action not only will benefit us and others, it will also be extraordinarily beneficial in the sense that it purifies our heart. And the more our heart purifies, the more our discrimination rises, the more we are ready to do the higher practices, the more we are ready to receive the highest knowledge. And we will see later on, Lord Krishna says specifically that when a person reaches the highest level of karma yoga, of the yoga of action, it is the same as the highest level of the yoga of wisdom. There is no real difference. It's just how we do it based on where we start and when on our temperaments. And there is much more to be said about this verse, and we will continue in the next talk. Om Shanti.